I have the luxury of having an unbelievable wife and help around the household to where they allow me to be able to use all my time while I'm playing the game. And listen, I know when I'm done playing the game, that time will be priority number one will be my wife. It will be my wife, my kids, you know, and I just thank them for allowing me to have me as priority number one while I've had this profession.
That's great.
They've allowed me to do that. And I know it's not always been like, you know, great roses and it's been, you know, amazing, but they've allowed me to make myself priority number one in my profession of how I treat my body, how I do things, the hours that I put into it in order to be the best I can be. And it's only right I give that back when I'm done.
But it doesn't work otherwise, right? Like you have
not if you want to be amazing. Not if you want to be great.
If you want to be great, or you want to keep playing.
Or you want to keep playing.
Right? You want to extend your career beyond where you're supposed to play. You know, that balance, like how you handle the stability of home life, but you have to be selfish.
Yeah.
Right? So, and the family has to understand, like selfish is the wrong word. You know, committed.
Yeah.
Is the word. I'm committed to my craft, my career, but that family stability gives you a platform, right, where you're not worried, like, we're good over here. Right. I can go to work and do my thing.
It definitely it's worked wonders, man. It's been amazing. I've picked the right woman, and the kids have come along and they've, you know, accepted the fact of what I wanted to accomplish. And I've tried to just pour into them when I have the ability and do the things that I can as a father. But I've always wanted to be as great as I could be. You know, I never knew what I never knew what it looked like, but I knew my craft and I knew my passion for wanting to be great.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know what the end result was. And that goes back to what we first talked about when we first started this, was the process.
Right.
I knew I was in love with the process. And I didn't know what I was gonna get out of the process. But all I've seen as I've grown up and when I've played the game of basketball, that when I fell in love with the process, rewards was at the end of the tunnel. And I've never worried about, it was never the other way around. It was never, the rewards are at the end of the tunnel. And then I worry about the process. It was always about the process.
Your reward was the process.
My reward was the process.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a great example, your family. You know, the way you've been able to manage both. Your family's helped you build a platform to strive for greatness constantly.
Absolutely.
And that's I think one of the greatest parts about your career is not like the Wikipedia page, right? It's like the way you've done it. Like, man, I've made thousands of mistakes. Like, I don't know, have you made a couple? I don't know. Like, you've done so much, so long in the spotlight. I love that example for people out there, for society, for kids. So that's kudos to you and your wonderful wife and family, and your kids represent your family incredibly well too.